Hello! Welcome back. How is everybody? If you are currently in the UK, right this second, are you okay? Because I am not. I thought I loved the heat, I swear. Love the sun. I don't know what this is. I am clammy. Every part of me is like dripping. Like, I have a sweat massage currently and I dabbed my face about 2 minutes ago. Anyway, let's forget about the weather for a second. I'm gonna try and make this intro short and sweet because I honestly don't even want to talk right now. I just want to lie in front of a fan and just do nothing because it's too hot. I cancelled my dogs this afternoon because it was 31 degrees in my little salon, and if dogs get to 40 degrees they can get heat stroke, so we were not risking that. Cancelled the dogs, thought I'd make a start on my 4th essay for my unit 3 of my holistic dog grooming course. Those of you that don't know me, I am a dog groomer, but I also film a lot of lifestyle sort of stuff, and I am 25, can't remember my age. For my 4th essay, I'm so sorry if you can see sweat on my lip. For my 4th essay, we had to basically imagine ourselves as the dog, and she essentially just said, crawl around the salon and see what it looks like from their perspective. And I honestly feel this is such a good way to set up your salon to make stuff less intimidating and more friendly and more approachable for the dogs, because grooming's already stressful, so there's loads of stuff that we can do to make it less stressful. So I thought what I would do is show you my salon. When I did plan my salon, I didn't really take anything into consideration because I hadn't been taught this. When I started to groom, I essentially just got given a dog and got taught how to clip his coat. I did not get taught about behaviour, I did not get taught about fear or aggression or anxiety. So by doing this course, it's really teaching me all the nitty-gritty bits that can really help maintain a calm atmosphere and make sure the dogs feel safe with us. And one of them is how our environment's set up. So I'm going to show you my setup today. I'm going to voice over the whole thing and just explain how things are done. I would change things right now if I was staying in my salon because I've learned so much and there's so much I would do differently, but that's the point of this video, is to analyse my salon so that you guys can make better judgments and essentially make a calmer salon than mine. I don't think my salon is chaotic or stressful in any way, but there is things that I can do to improve it. Without further ado, let's get into this video and you can have a little nose around my salon. I am eventually going to be going into a multi-groomer salon, so it's going to be me and another stylist, so I will talk about that in another video because I know a lot of us on here probably do work in salons with other stylists, so it is important that I have the tools to make that holistic as well. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, leave a comment, remember to subscribe. I always upload on either a Wednesday or a Sunday, and let's get into it.
As you guys can see, I am based on a main road, so I do need to be mindful of noise and passers-by. Some dogs do get triggered by cars or other people, so I really need to be careful with what dogs I'm booking in at certain times of the day. I also need to be mindful of doors and windows. I unfortunately don't have any windows, which is more of a disadvantage to me than the dogs. Not having windows means there's less distraction for the dogs, which can create a much calmer space. I would advise, if you have windows, to possibly get blinds so that they don't get overly aroused by looking outside or reflections coming in. I opted for a foam flooring in my salon. This was really easy to put down. It was quite cheap, but also it's much more beneficial, firstly to my joints and secondly to the dog's joints. It's kinder on their paws because it's soft, and some dogs I do have to groom on the floor, so having this extra padding is much kinder on their joints when they're standing throughout the groom. Something I'd really recommend is keeping all of the items quite low to the ground and avoiding things that look like real life dogs. For example, this statue. Dogs cannot tell the difference between what is real and fake, and this can become really arousing for the dogs and it can trigger them into fear or aggression, so I'd highly recommend not having this in a salon. I'd also opt for some positive enrichment. Sometimes the dogs need a break or a little distraction away from the grooming session, and I think having these in the salon is really important. But always be mindful of dogs that do resource guard and make sure you're able to take them away when needed. I actually always keep a cool mat in the salon, especially in the summer. I opt to pop this on the grooming table so the dogs can stand on it throughout the grooming session to help keep their body temperature down. I personally opted for foam steps to help the dogs get into the bath. I chose these because I can either add or take away steps, which helps with the different breed sizes. Obviously every dog is a different size, so some of them need more steps and some of them need less, so I find these really helpful. My dad actually made the bath for me, so it is a lower bath. I do have to kneel down when I'm using this. It is really, really useful if you've got some big hefty dogs that you need to get in, and obviously the little dogs you can either just lift in or they can walk up the steps. The only thing I've had an issue with this is my own posture and my back. It gets very, very sore working this low to the ground, but I do think it's more beneficial for the dogs. Something I'd highly recommend for anyone in a dog grooming salon is floral waters or essential oils. These can help bring really calming energy into your salon. You can also clean with them, which helps protect their noses from going nose blind in the salon rather than using strong chemicals like bleach. 9 times out of 10 I actually groom sat on the floor. I'm yet to get a stool, which I would recommend to prevent you injuring your back, but working on the floor allows the dogs to jump down if they need space. It makes them trust you a lot more because you're not restraining them and not propping them up high. A lot of dogs are actually fearful of heights, so I find working on the floor really, really helpful. That brings us to the very end of my salon tour. I hope it's been helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, just leave them below and I will answer them in another Q&A. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, and I will see you on Sunday.